entertainment bullseye every week with her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
Sir, what can I do for you?
Nothing. I'm looking for the sheriff of this town.
You're looking right at him, sir. I'm the sheriff. The name's Oakley. Sheriff Oakley.
Look, boy, I'm in a hurry. I got no time to play games. Where's the sheriff of this town?
He's the sheriff, honest.
What are you, his deputy?
No, sir. I'm the town mayor.
Is that the night bell?
That's what it says, sir. You're wasting your time, sir. They won't hear that bell. My sister Annie Oakley rode over to Bisbee to see about this here stolen horse. Lofty Craig, the deputy, went along with her.
What time will they be back?
Oh, sometime early in the morning. That right, Mr. Mayor? That's right.
You mean they went away and left you two kids in charge of this town tonight?
Not just tonight, but all week. See, it's National Boys Week.
Watch where you point that thing.
It's only a toy gun. Annie wouldn't give me a real one.
Well, don't point even toy guns at people.
Annie gave it to me when I was elected by popular vote. I ran for the sheriff, and Horace Peabody there ran for the mayor.
I ran on a reform ticket. Beat my opponent by 7 votes.
10 votes. Remember we saw Jimmy Davis trying to stuff that ballot box?
Oh, yeah.
Say, wait a minute. Maybe you can help me at that. I broke my arm tonight, and, well, I can't drive a 4-up all the way to Fort Yuma with only one arm. I'm looking for a man to take over my wagon. Can you recommend a local teamster?
How about Clem Slavin?
Clem's on a job out of town.
Well, who else can I get?
Well, there's... No, I can't think of anybody. Can you, Mr. Mayor?
Not tonight, Sheriff. If this gentleman can wait till tomorrow...
Wait till tomorrow. That wagon has got to go straight through to Fort Yuma to the Army post. I've got a load of grain, baled hay, and medical supplies out there for the Army. I can't let the wagon stand idle all night in a hick town like this.
No, you can't, sir. You've got a problem, all right.
You bet I got a problem, and I'm not going to solve it standing here. What kind of a crazy town is this? The grown-ups go away and leave the kids to run it.
Wait a minute, sir. I'm going to talk to the mayor a minute. But don't leave. Look, this is our first problem since we took office. We can't afford to fail it, Mr. Mayor.
If we fail, we might not get elected next year.
Worse than that, there might not even be any Boys Week next year.
Sure gotta think of something.
I already have. Sir, the Diablo County Sheriff's Office can handle your problem. For the record, I have to take your name.
Ben Porter, but what difference does it make what my name is? I'm looking for a man to handle my team.
You're looking right at him, sir. I'll drive that team to Fort Yuma for you myself.
You'll drive a 4-up team?
Yes, sir.
And he'll do a good job for you, too. And it won't cost you a penny.
Boys Week. Aren't there any men in this town? Hey, where do you think you're going?
Fort Yuma, first I'm going to show you I can handle a 4-up. Back up! Back up now! Watch this, Mr. Porter. Come on there. Back up. Back up. Yeah, yeah. Ho, ho. Back up. Oh, boy. Oh. Get going. Get up there. Oh. How was that, sir?
Not bad, kid. Think you can drive this 4-up all the way to Fort Yuma?
Sure. I drove the stagecoach once, and that was a 6-up.
Will you drive real careful?
Yes, sir.
You know the road?
Sure.
How soon can you get started?
I'll start before sunup. Ought to be there by noon tomorrow.
Think you got yourself a deal, kid. You're just the man I want.
Say, sir, you better go to the doctors and see about that broken arm.
Yeah, I will, Sheriff. Getting so I can't even move my fingers. It might be blood poisoning setting in.
Gosh, that's too bad. Come on. Raise your right hand. Do you swear to serve as deputy sheriff while I'm gone? Do you solemnly swear to uphold the laws of Diablo County?
I do. How else do you think I got elected?
Tell Annie and Lofty where I've gone.
I'll tell her.
Say, you better bed down here tonight. And I better get a little shut-eye if I'm gonna get started before dawn. Carry on.
Right.
Holy Toledo! High explosives. Gee, I better get out of here. I don't want to be caught in any brush fires.
What are you doing here so early?
I slept here. I was sworn in as a deputy by Tagg while he went to Yuma.
You went where?
Fort Yuma, with a wagon load of hay, feed, and medical supplies for the Army. A man came here with a broken arm, Ben Porter. He's over at the hotel. Tagg's driving the wagon for him.
Alone?
Why not? Tagg knows the road.
Does he know about Geronimo?
Last report we heard, those renegade Apaches were in Mexico.
They're not in Mexico now. Three rallies drove them back across the border again, and they burned a farmhouse down on the way to Fort Yuma.
You stay here, Annie. I'll go after Tagg.
Holy smokes! If Tagg gets in trouble with them Apaches, it'll have political repercussions. The voters might blame me for it. What about my campaign next year? I might lose the election to Jimmy Davis.
Don't worry about that now, Horace. Hurry, Lofty, and bring him back.
Annie, Tagg's in real trouble. Here's a wire just came in from Colonel Dawson, Fort Yuma.
Lofty, that wagon is loaded with gunpowder.
Gunpowder?
But Mr. Porter said it was only a wagon load of hay and...
The Army tried to trick Geronimo. They sent a dummy shipment of gunpowder with a cavalry escort, and the real shipment is hidden in that wagon that Tagg is driving. Enough black powder to blow that wagon right off the face of this earth.
Well, wait a minute. Read the rest of it, Annie.
I have information that Ben Porter made secret deal with Geronimo to deliver said gunpowder to Apache renegades. Diablo Sheriff's Office is hereby authorized to arrest Ben Porter and hold prisoner for Colonel Mark Dawson, 7th Cavalry, United States Army. Urgent.
I'll say it's urgent.
I'll go over to the hotel and arrest Porter.
Do you need any help, Annie?
Since when do I need any help to arrest a man with a broken arm?
Try not to worry about Tagg. I'll catch up with him as soon as I can.
Yeah, who is it?
Annie Oakley. I understand you sent my kid brother on a wagon to Fort Yuma. I'd like to talk to you, Mr. Porter.
Just a minute.
You're under arrest
Arrest for what?
for making a deal to sell Army gunpowder to Geronimo.
Who says so?
Colonel Dawson, Fort Yuma. Just put your right wrist in here.
You got a real pretty face, lady. You'd be ashamed to mess it up with this Derringer.
That broken arm of yours sure got well in a hurry.
It never was broken.
I can see that. The only thing you needed was a patsy to drive that wagon so that Geronimo could pick it up. And if he captured it with another driver, then you were completely in the clear. Meanwhile, you were back here in a nice hotel in Diablo and establishing a nice alibi for yourself.
You guessed part of it, lady. You know, you're not only pretty, you're smart, too. Kind of hate to leave you in a closet, Miss Oakley. I got a date to meet a man this morning. I guess I'm just going to have to meet him a little earlier. In you go.
key in that middle drawer. Get it out and unlock me. Oh, come on, hurry.
Never thought I'd see the day when someone could lock Annie Oakley in her own handcuffs.
I'm afraid it's worse than that. The man that handcuffed me was supposedly a one-armed man.
Mr. Porter?
That's right. Now listen to me, Horace. I want you to take this message over to your dad at the telegraph office. Tell him to send this wire to Colonel Dawson at Fort Yuma. Ben Porter escaped from Diablo.
He escaped?
That's right. The freight wagon is on the way with another driver. That driver is Tagg. Now, come on, Mr. Mayor. Scoot. All right, hurry.
You're holding in this wagon?
Sure, Lofty, gunpowder.
Porter tell you?
Nobody told me. The tailgate fell open and I walked back there. I saw those boxes. Boy, you should have seen me get out of there.
Why didn't you turn around and go back?
Well, I figured the Army needed gunpowder as much as it does hay and medical supplies.
Did you think something was funny when you found Porter had lied to you?
Well, I figured he didn't tell me the truth because, well, to him, I'm just a kid. And if he told me about the gunpowder, I might turn chicken. But I wouldn't have.
Leave those reins alone. You're not driving another mile.
But Lofty, if Mr. Porter has a contract to deliver this gunpowder to the...
He also made a deal to turn this wagon over to the Apaches. And he was placing Porter under arrest when I left Diablo.
He made a deal with the Apaches?
And with Geronimo.
But Geronimo's in Mexico.
Well, he's back now. Now, you hit that saddle and head straight home for Diablo. I'll get this wagon through to Yuma.
But Lofty, if Geronimo's on the loose, then you need somebody to ride shotgun. And who could be better than the sheriff?
I'll take this alone, Tagg.
Lofty, it's still National Boys Week.
Sheriff, if you don't do what I say and get in that horse, I'll get up a petition and start recall proceedings when I get back to Diablo. We'll pin this badge on Jimmy Davis.
Gosh, Lofty, no need to go that far.
I get it.
Good luck, Lofty. Get us through to Yuma.
Geronimo! Geronimo!
Sit. Where is wagon?
You'll get your wagon. Where's my money?
Bow need arrow. Rifle need powder. Many time white men sell Apache rifle. What good rifle without powder?
Look, Chief, I'm not selling you rifles. I'm selling you a wagon load of powder. Army powder.
Where is wagon?
Where is money?
Why you not bring wagon?
Look, Chief, how could I? If I lose a wagon load of Army gunpowder to you and your warriors and I live to tell about it, they'd suspect I made a deal with you. So I faked a broken arm. Got somebody else to drive the wagon.
Why you not tell me this before?
Look, Chief, you'll get your wagon. I just didn't want to be the man on it when you took it over.
Who now drive wagon?
What difference does it make? He's alone on it. Besides, he's just a kid. What's the matter? Can't Geronimo take a wagon away from one boy?
We will take wagon. You will come with us yourself to make sure we find wagon.
Sure, I'll be glad to go with you.
For this reason?
Yeah, that and another one. I had to break away from Diablo this morning. From now on, the law wants me almost as bad as it wants you.
Come.
Where's Lofty?
Driving to Yuma. He sent me home, though.
Well, you keep going, Tagg. When you get there, send Colonel Dawson a wire and tell him exactly where you turn the wagon over to Lofty.
Either Bend.
Well, tell him to send out a cavalry escort.
I'll tell him, Annie.
Okay.
Plenty. Mr. Peabody, clear the wires.
Clear the wires?
Official business to Colonel Dawson.
A message?
Porter's wagon, now midway between Ela Bend and Fort Yuma. One man is driving, Lofty Craig. Military age, urgently requested. That's about it.
How shall I sign it, Tagg?
Just sign it. Tagg Oakley, Sheriff, Diablo County.
Right.
Annie. This canyon's crawling with Apaches.
I know. I just caught one crawling.
That's what I mean. Look, Annie, I can't order you to go back, but please, go back, will you?
You know I won't, Lofty. So come on, let's get to Fort Yuma. I'll ride alongside.
You can't ride alongside. You'll be like a clay pigeon on that horse.
Would you want me to ride in the wagon with you?
No, the wagon's no safer. This thing blows up, it'll blow from here to China.
Lofty, I'd rather be blown up in that wagon than be captured by all these Apaches. So let's get rolling. If they close in on us, I'll board the wagon.
Annie, please.
No, let's go.
There's your wagon.
You say boy, drive wagon. Look, it have man and woman.
I don't know what happened, but this is no time for riddles. Go ahead, get the wagon.
They won't fight.
Well, we've got a whole tribe of warriors, Chief. What's the matter? Can't you take a wagon away from one man and one woman?
If we fight them, wagon maybe blow up.
Well, so they'll be killed.
What good gunpowder to Apache if it blow up?
So you don't get your gunpowder. But the Army doesn't get it either. Why not blow up the wagon?
You, wise man. Warriors, attack wagon!
Keep us running, Lofty.
Yeah!
order. Looks like that left arm of yours is getting better all the time. But if you think you might need a doctor for that ankle, I'm sure that Colonel Dawson can arrange one for you at Fort Yuma. Come on. Here's your prisoner, Colonel Dawson.
Take charge of him. Yes, sir. My thanks to both of you for a job well done. The 7th Cavalry is at your service.
The 7th Cavalry's already served us very well. Your column caught up with us just in time.
And in time to catch Geronimo. The Signal Corps just reported that they have him under arrest. I don't know how to express my gratitude to you.
Well, would you mind sending a wire to Diablo?
Not at all. To whom?
Sheriff Tagg Oakley.
This one's for you, Tagg. It's addressed to Sheriff Tagg Oakley, Diablo.
The wagon got through?
The message reads, the United States Army is grateful for your active aid in delivering gunpowder to our garrison. And it's signed, Colonel Mark Dawson, 7th Cavalry.
The wagon did get through, Mr. Mayor.
As mayor of Diablo County during National Boys Week, it gives me great pride to extend to you the compliments of my office. And on behalf of the citizens and voters of this county, I thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's just a part of the job.
Be sure I get a copy of this, Dad. It might help next year when we come up for election again.
Good idea, Mayor.
It's a cinch that telegram won't win any votes for Jimmy Davis.
Bullseye! Annie Oakley hits the entertainment bullseye every week with her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
Hey, Annie, I was right. It's Junk Wagon Jenny. Tagg, wait and finish your lunch.
Say, Jenny, do you have my patent telecompass?
Telecompass? Oh, you must mean this here thingamajig.
Gee, Annie, it's a beauty. Look.
Not bad, Tagg. You know, with that, I can watch you down at the barn and see if you're really cleaning it.
Oh.
You didn't forget my needles, did you, Jenny?
Now, Annie, did I ever forget any order of yours? Let's see, where'd I put them?
I've been saving up my money to pay for this. It's Junk Wagon Jenny and her team's getting away.
Jenny. She's unconscious, Lofty.
You better get her into the doctor right away.
Here. the doctor coming, Tagg?
No, he's still out on a call.
Oh, I've been doctoring myself all my life, and I ain't stopping now. Oh, my leg.
Easy, Jenny.
Ooh. Oh.
Whose picture is this?
Give me that.
It's her son, Chuck.
No son of mine.
Where is he now, Jenny? He has been riding the wagon with you for the past few years.
Oh, the last I heard, he was working as a cowpoke down on the B-Bar-A ranch. Clear down near Waco, Texas. The good riddance, too.
Good riddance. Don't try and fool me. I know how much you love him. Listen, you just lie down, try and get some rest. And we'll look in on you after a while. All right?
Thank you.
I still think we ought to have the doc look her over.
I know something more important than that. I'm going to write Chuck Hutchins a letter.
He hasn't bothered about his mother for years. What makes you think a letter's going to turn the trick?
I don't know.
Jenny's son used to be sweet on Annie when they were kids together. He used to bring her free candy.
Oh, I see. And there's more to this than just patching up a family quarrel, huh?
Oh, Lottie, that was years ago. We were just kids then.
Gosh, I wish Jenny had a daughter my age.
Why, Tagg, I didn't think you had any use for girls.
Who's talking about girls? I mean, so's I could get all the free candy I wanted to, just like you.
How much further is it?
It's right up ahead. You can keep your horses out of sight in the barn around back.
You're right about this place, Waco. It'd be a good spot to hold up in for a spell.
Well, I should know this territory. I rode over every inch of it. This is better than being hounded all over Texas, huh?
Yep, you got a head on you, son. That's why you're going to be one of my best boys.
Thanks, Deacon. Well, I guess I'll be riding out into town.
All right. Oh, while you're in there, you might kind of look things over. It'll be a good chance for you to show us how well you can case a job on your own.
Sort of pay expenses of the trip, huh?
Something like that. Well, he's a mite green, but like I said, he's going to be one of my best boys.
You the sheriff?
No, I'm his deputy. Can I help you?
Chuck!
Annie. It's been a long time, ain't it?
Oh, it sure has. Gosh, I must look a sight. Imagine having you catch me looking like this.
You look fine to me.
Oh, Lofty, I'd like you to meet Chuck. Mr. Craig, Mr. Hutchins.
Hi.
Howdy.
And this is my brother Tagg. Remember him?
Sure.
Hi, Mr. Hutchins.
Hi, Tagg.
Say, what's that behind your back?
Oh, just a little present for Annie. Which hand?
That one? That hand? Oh, Chuck, you're teasing just like you used to.
Gosh, Annie, open it and see what it is.
Licorice drops and rock candy. You remember, Chuck?
You didn't think I'd forget my best girl, did you?
Don't you want to see your mother?
Oh, yeah. Where's she?
Oh, she's right in here. We brought some of her things over, Chuck, and she's fixed it up just like a workshop. Jenny, you have a visitor.
Hello, Mom.
Hello, son.
Still hard at it, huh?
Well, I'm making an honest living.
Well, I'm working for the B-Bar-A Ranch. What's wrong with that?
B-Bar-A Ranch ain't next to the Badlands for nothing. I just happen to know that's where the McCandless gang hangs out.
Don't start preaching again. I'm sick of it. Fed up. That's why I pulled out before.
You made your choice. I didn't ask you to come back.
Just the thanks I get for coming all the way up here just to see you. First thing you do is start barking at me.
Well, you give me plenty to bark about.
Well, I'm going over to check in the hotel. No sense in asking you to move in over there.
No, there ain't. Well, I got a big order of keys to get out, so why don't you just skedaddle on your way?
Chuck, for old time's sake, why don't you try and patch things up with your mom? Remember how much fun we used to have when you all would come to town?
Yeah, I remember, Annie. Remember how we used to play cowboys and Indians with cat pistols? Remember when they learned us how to do this? You still do it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty good. For a girl.
Well,
Let's see you shoot.
Let's see you. Are you ready? Hey, that's not bad. For a man.
Let's see you do as good.
All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Well, I've learned a few things since I seen you last. Watch this.
Show him, Annie.
I never expected to lose that bet. Show you I'm a good sport, though. Take you to supper tonight, the hotel, okay?
It's a date.
Good.
Well, how do I look?
Gosh, why don't I ever get to eat at the hotel?
You wouldn't want to crowd Annie and her gunman friend, would you, Tagg?
Just how did you mean that?
Exactly like it sounded.
Lofty, Greg, I do believe you're jealous.
Tell me, why does he wear his guns tied down if he's not a gunslinger?
Well, Lofty, we've done that ever since we were kids, even with cat pistols.
Uh-huh. You better hurry, Annie, or you'll be late.
Tagg, as soon as you finish the dishes, be sure you do your homework.
All right.
Good night.
Tagg, you watch the office for a minute?
Sure, Lofty. Where are you going?
Can you keep a secret?
Cross my heart and hope to kiss a bull-legged grasshopper.
I'm going to send a wire to the sheriff down in Waco, Texas. I just got a sneaking hunch she might be able to tell us something about Mr. Hutchins.
Gosh, Annie will be awful mad when she finds out.
Uh-huh. But not half as mad as I'll be, and I'll know who to blame.
Thanks for your hospitality. Much obliged.
Jenny, are you sure you're well enough to leave? You know, you're welcome to stay here.
Oh, you've all been wonderful, Annie, but I just can't stand being cooped up behind four walls. I'm too used to camping out with my wagon in the open air.
I tell you what, I'll go along and help you set up camp then.
Oh, thank you. Fine.
Let me help you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Now, take care of yourself.
Yeah, I will.
Thanks a lot for the telecompass.
Oh, glad to do it for ya.
Get up. Hey, Lofty, look. Jenny's son's leaving town, too.
Why he's taking along a pack load of supplies?
I don't know.
Going prospecting, Hutchins?
No, I'm just taking my mother some supplies.
Oh? He just drove out of town. How come you didn't put him in the wagon?
That old wagon got any more loaded down, the old horse would balk.
I'll be seeing you. Come on, Tagg.
Say, Lofty, do you think he was telling the truth?
Nope.
Say, when he leaves town, why don't we trail him and find out?
I'll do the trailing, Tagg. You go in and do your homework.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, and give me that thingamajig, will you? I just might need it.
My telecompass? Well, all right, but be careful with it.
Look who's coming. Chuck.
Hello, Chuck.
I thought Mom might need some things.
Well, that was real nice of you, Chuck, wasn't it, Jenny? Well, I know you all have a lot of things you want to talk over, so I'll be moving on.
Thanks for all your help, Annie.
Sure, Jenny. Oh, and this time, give yourselves a chance. Count 10 before you start fighting each other.
Well, son, since you made a move to patch things up, I reckon I can, too. You know, when you cut loose and started running around with that wild bunch, it plumb busted my heart. Oh, but I suppose it's something all young folks have to go through. You're a good boy at heart, Chuck, because you came all the way up from Texas to see me when I got hurt.
Oh, it's all right, Mom.
Oh, I know how you've always felt about me and this wagon, but the Lord gave me a humble place in this life. Just a peddler, sharpening knives, making keys. But I got my self-respect. People trust me, too. Everybody trusts old junk wagon Jenny. Like Mr. Johnson giving me the set of keys to make new ones for the bank.
The bank?
Yeah, bankers and sheriffs. I do business with all of them. And where could they find anybody else to trust like that? Oh, this means more to me than all the money these little keys could unlock.
Yeah, well, I gotta be going, Mom.
Oh, can't you wait a while? Wait till I finish filing these out, and maybe you could save me a trip into town. Give these to Mr. Johnson for me.
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Annie.
Lofty, what on earth are you doing up here?
I saw Hutchins leave town with a loaded pack horse, so, well, I thought I'd see what he was up to.
He was just bringing his mother some supplies.
Uh-huh. But half of those supplies still aren't unloaded.
Lofty, I believe you are jealous of him. You can plainly see
I
it.
can see well enough, Annie. I'm afraid you're being blinded by an old friendship. I've been watching that fella. He's got all the mannerisms of a gunslinger.
Well, if you want to stay up here and waste your time all day, you go right ahead. I'm going on back to town. I've got some work to do. Bye.
There they are. Finished the whole blame set.
I'll see that Mr. Johnson gets them.
Like me to fix you a cup of coffee before you leave?
No, thanks, Mom. So long, Mom.
So long, son.
Yeah.
Lofty, hey, Lofty. Where's Lofty?
He's out playing with that telecompass of yours. Why?
Well, I promised Lofty not to tell you.
Tagg, a promise is a mighty important thing, and I certainly wouldn't ask you to break it. Just tell me one thing. Does that telegram you have behind your back have anything to do with the promise?
Well, as long as you know, Annie, here. Lofty telegraphed the sheriff in Waco, Texas. That must be the answer now. It just came.
Strongly suspect Chuck Hutchins is Waco Kid, wanted for armed robbery. Advise holding him for questioning. Kid.
Where are we going, sis?
I'm going out to find Lofty and the Waco Kid, but you're going to stay right here
And do my homework right.
Took you long enough, son. Me and the boys are about starved. I noticed you didn't forget my chaw in the back of some. That's important, remembering details. That's why you're going to be one of my best boys.
You say that often enough, Deacon, I'm going to start believing you.
I see you brought us quite a few shooting supplies. That'll last us through a lot of jobs. That's good, boy. It's good.
Now get your hands up.
Let them fight. The kid's pretty good. Must have lost his keys.
Those are mine.
Yours? Where'd you get them?
There's something my old lady was making up.
This is here on the tag, banker of Diablo. Gotta hand it to you, Waco. When you case a job, you don't overlook any tricks, do you?
You ain't using these keys.
Why ain't we using them?
Because my mother get blamed, that's why. I'm not letting her take the rap for what I do.
Look, Waco, we're not going to let a setup like this slip through our fingers.
You want these keys, Deacon, you'll have to take them.
Why, shucks, son. I ain't foolish enough to think I could outdraw the Waco kid.
All right. I'm taking these keys into town right now.
He's got a long ways to go before he reaches that bank.
What are you doing here?
There's no use beating around the bush, Waco.
How'd you find out?
This telegram. I'm gonna have to put you under arrest.
I'm not giving myself up, Annie. Not even to you.
You'd better give me your gun.
You better give me yours.
Hold it.
Well, I'll be.
Turn around. I can understand now why you and Jenny had so much trouble all these years. A mother has an instinct that tells her when her son has hit the wrong trail. And it's pretty rough on her when she finds out he's an outlaw.
Rough on her? What about me? What about all the years I spent as junk wagon Jenny's son?
It's not a junk wagon. It's a traveling store.
Well, it started out being a junk wagon. The name stuck. On her and me.
Hold it, just like you are. I'll take this, miss. You see, son, you can't get along without me. Now be sensible and let me have them bank keys.
Nothing doing. I told you I'm not dragging my mother into this.
Waco, it's about time you were told what's what. Junk wagon Jenny ain't no relation of yours of any sort. She picked you up and took you in when your pa was killed.
What are you raving about?
Your pa was Duke Riker. He was my partner.
Duke Riker?
The notorious outlaw?
That's right, and you were his son. Duke was gunned down on a stagecoach job in Laredo. That's when junk wagon Jenny stepped in and took you over.
Well, if Jenny's not your real mother, she picked you up and raised you just out of the kindness of her heart.
Yeah.
You don't owe that peddler a thing. She means nothing to you, boy, nothing.
He owes her more than he would a real mother.
You're right, Annie. I took it all for granted.
Stop jabbering and hand me those keys.
Not a chance.
Tie her up. gun won't put him out of action. Maybe this will.
Chin up, son. I'm proud of you, mighty proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
Now, let's go, Waco. We got a long ride ahead of us.
Oh, it's not Waco anymore. Chuck Hutchins.
Chuck, when you've served your time, you'll certainly be welcome back here in Diablo. Isn't that right, Lofty?
Sure is.
Especially if you bring Annie some licorice and rock candy.
Hits the entertainment bullseye every week with her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
Right on time, boys. Here it comes.
Yeah. But who's that?
Hey, look, it's Yancey Colton. He's going for his gun. Don't try any gunplay with it. Get ready to throw that strongbox when I tell you.
Colton beat us to it.
Hey, fellas, wait a minute. You forgot something.
Well, can you beat that for hard luck? Now, what do you suppose they did that for?
What's he up to?
Let's just watch, and then we'll all know.
The money.
Play your cards right, you wind up in Congress.
What do we do now, Reagan?
Simple, take the money.
From Yancey Colton?
Boss, you're crazy. He must have some special reason for leaving it there.
Look, boys, Colton drove us out of the Kansas territory. He's not moving in here. It's time we got even with him.
I don't know.
But you don't know. We'll fill a book. Come on, let's go.
Lofty.
4, 2 or 6.
Annie, Lofty! Annie! Lofty! What's wrong, Dad? Yancey Colton robbed the Denton stage.
Denton? I wasn't due in till tomorrow.
The driver said they moved the schedule up.
Looks like we got some work to do, Lofty.
May I help you with that, ma'am?
Oh, thank you. Oh, just put it right there on the floor.
very much.
Not at all. Is there anything else I could do for you?
Well, there doesn't seem to be.
Susan, Susan.
Yes, Father? What is it?
He's
Father, what in the world is the matter?
You look poorly, sir. Is something wrong?
Has everybody gone crazy or something?
No, Susan, it's just...
Sir, it seems my presence here has upset you folks. I have business to do with the sheriff. Now, if you could just tell me where to find him, I'll be on my way.
Business with the sheriff?
Yes, sir, that's right.
Well, it's just down the street a piece.
Thank you kindly. Ma'am?
Don't you know who he is, Susan?
Why, no, but he seemed terribly nice.
Nice? Why, he's Yancey Colton, the notorious Kansas gunslinger.
Father, what do you think he's going to do?
I don't know, Susan, but whatever it is, I don't like it. Annie Oakley! Big trouble's come to Diablo. Now, you've got to...
We know what we have to do, Meriwether.
You mean you already know about Yancey Colton?
Tagg told us he robbed the Denton stage.
Well, if he didn't tell you any more than that, you're in for a big surprise. Because Yancey Colton is in your office this very minute.
In the office? Holy Toledo.
He went in there not more than 2 minutes ago.
Gosh, Eddie, what do you suppose he's doing in there?
I don't know, Tagg.
Any special suggestions, Annie?
Just one.
What's that?
Let's find out. Tagg, you stay here.
Yes, ma'am.
I beg your pardon. I didn't see you come in. Are you the law?
That's right. What are you doing here?
I was on the trail a while back, and there were these men on the stagecoach, and they dropped a box off in it.
Dropped it?
Well, yes, and I thought somebody ought to know about it, and so I just came on in to tell you.
I don't suppose you know that box was full of money.
Well, yes, sir, I thought just that. And that's exactly why I didn't bring her on in. Because I heard there were outlaws in this territory, and I didn't want to be no walking advertisement of carrying that box.
Look, Colton, what are you trying to prove?
I beg your pardon? Why did you call me that?
Well, Colton, Yancey Colton, that's your name, isn't it?
No, ma'am. That's not my name. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Clement O'Toole, just in from Philadelphia. Gonna make my home here in Diablo.
Come here.
Wanted in the Kansas territory for robbery, rustling, general all-around meanness. Yancey Colton, alias Charlie Hayes, Bud Jensen.
Alias Clement O'Toole.
Well, now, don't that beat all?
It sure beats that story you've been trying to give us.
You know, I'll just bet that's what the folks down at the general store thought. That's the reason they were acting so queerly. They must have thought I was that Yancey Colton fella.
Look, Mr. Whatever your name is, if you are telling the truth, there's a way we can find out about it.
Oh, yes, how's that?
Well, you know that box you say was dropped off the stage? What did you do with it?
Well, I hid it in some rock so it'd be safe. Well, I can take you right to it.
Annie, you buy this?
Not particularly lofty, but it's worth a try.
All right, come on.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Tagg, You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Say now, that's funny.
Well, where is it?
Well, wait a minute, Lofty. Give him a chance.
Doggone if it doesn't look like somebody made off with that box.
Well, doggone.
Oh, I know this looks bad for me, but I swear I'm not that Yancey Colton fella. Well, I never even shot one person in my whole life. And I never stole anything either.
Mister, I just don't buy it. How about you, Annie?
I don't know, Lofty. Look out, it's an ambush.
What was all that about?
Do I have to tell you? You saw the way he handled that gun.
Meaning what?
I mean, when I gave the warning, you drew fast, and so would he, if he were Yancey Colton.
Say, you know she's right?
I'm sorry, Annie, but I'll need more proof than that. He could be play acting. There are a lot more questions need answering, too.
All right, Miss Craig, when we get back to town, you can do the questioning. I want to talk to the driver of the Benton stage.
I am Clement O'Toole from Philadelphia. I'm no outlaw. I'm a grocery clerk.
In this outfit?
Well, the man that sold them to me from the Emporium said it was the right thing to wear.
Uh-huh. Well, what's the 6-gun for? Opening canned beans?
Well, I just thought everybody out west carried one.
Oh, Annie, what'd you find out?
Just one thing for sure. We can't jail him, whoever he is.
Why not, sis?
Well, the stagecoach driver and the gun guard both admitted they threw the money box off the stage. Now we can't prove armed robbery, and so we have no charge.
Then you're going to release me?
It doesn't look like we have any choice. You plan on staying in town?
Oh, yes, sir, and I'd like to get all this cleared up.
All right, mister. But if you so much as look like trouble, I'm going to jail you.
Yes, sir. I'll be very careful. May I go now?
Yeah, there's the door.
Gosh, Annie, the folks outside sure are going to be mad. They thought you were going to jail him.
Well, I know they're not going to like it, Tagg, but I'm afraid there's not much we can do about it right now until we prove he is Yancey Colton.
And you don't believe he is?
No, I don't, Lofty.
Why not? And don't tell me it's your woman's intuition again.
I'm afraid I'll have to, but at least I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, how's that?
Well, I sent a telegraph wire to Kansas, to the authorities back there. We'll find out who Mr. Question Mark is when I get the answer. Till then, all we can do is wait.
And I'm telling you, friends, if Yancey Colton is allowed to run loose, none of us are safe.
But, Father, he's not causing any trouble. I don't see why you're making such a fuss.
Susan, the man's a killer, that's why. Now, I say we have every right to protection. What do you say?
I say you're right. We can't sit around and let a man like Colton run this town. We've got to do...
Heard you were having a meeting, Meriwether. Anything we can do?
Just get rid of Yancey Colton, that's all.
Well, you've already been told we're not sure the man is Yancey Colton.
That's nonsense, Annie. He used an alias once, and he'll do it again if he's not stopped.
Well, even if you're right, there's nothing we can do about it. He's not wanted in this territory.
Well, what are we supposed to do? Wait till somebody gets killed?
That won't happen, and I'll guarantee it. Well, we can't go around making up new laws for every occasion.
Well, you mark my words, Annie. Something awful is going to happen, and soon. Diablo's no place for a man like Yancey Colton. We deserve protection.
That's right. Sure. Where are we going to get...
Find out, Al. Plenty. Colton's got the whole town in an uproar, and there's nothing the law can do about it.
Is he using an alias again?
Yeah. He's going by the name of Clement O'Toole. How about that?
He's clever. He's up to something.
Probably the bank. That's his specialty.
You know, Rick, for once, I think he got something.
What do you mean, boss?
The bank. It's going to be robbed, all right. We're going to beat Yancey Colton to it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump you. I'm sorry.
It was an accident. Please forget it.
Are you going to the bank?
Yes, I am.
Well, here now. I'll just carry these down for you.
To the bank?
Well, if it's all right with you.
Of course it's all right. I believe you, Mr. O'Toole, no matter what the others say.
Thank you.
We're in luck, boys. Colton just walked in the bank.
Maybe you're forgetting how fast he is with a gun, boss.
I'm not forgetting. His gun won't do him much good when mine's aimed at his back.
Please hurry. I have to get back to the store.
Don't anybody move. Now, do like I say, and nobody will get hurt. Get the money, Al.
Just what is this?
A bank robbery, remember? It's even easier than you said it'd be.
And I believed you.
Honestly, ma'am, I don't even know those men.
Well, they seem to know you well enough. Oh, you're despicable, that's what. I should have listened to my father.
I got it, boss. Good, let's go.
But Miss Susan.
Give me that. Help! Help! The bank's been robbed! Annie. He set the whole thing up. One of those outlaws said so.
She's mistaken, Miss Oakley. They were lying.
Here's his gun. Maybe now everybody won't be so afraid of him.
All right, you better come along, mister.
You still believe me, don't you, Miss Oakley? I swear I'm Clement O'Toole.
I'm sorry, but the way things stand, it looks like we have no choice.
I say the jail's too good for both of them.
He's right. You all saw what happened. The law released Colton, and he robbed the bank.
We ought to do something about it.
Well, yeah, sure.
Sure is quiet out there. Lofty, where is everybody? I don't like this.
Meriwether could be stirring up trouble.
Hey, Annie. Here's your answer from Kansas.
Thanks, Tagg. Lofty.
Yancey Colton captured during robbery attempt 1 week ago. Now awaiting trial in Kansas City. So Clem was telling us the truth. Well, I guess all we can do is tell him we're sorry and let him go.
If we do, we'll miss our chance to capture the other 2 men who robbed the bank.
What do you mean?
Well, I was just thinking, Lofty, if we could get Clem to cooperate, we still might be able to do it.
How?
I don't know exactly.
Lofty, Annie!
What's wrong, Susan?
Oh, something terrible. My father's got the whole town up in arms. They're at the other end of town now.
It sounds like they plan to take the law into their own hands.
Lofty, give me that telegram. I've got the end. Susan, you go on back home and stay there. And Tagg, you get 2 horses and take them around back and fast. Lofty, you'd better stay out here and watch for that mob. Colton, come on out. The deputy's taking you to Kansas for trial.
What?
Here's the telegram. Read it for yourself. Come on.
But there must be some mistake.
There's no mistake. Come on, let's go.
But this message...
We know what the message says, Clem. I was just putting on an act for that outlaw's benefit.
Listen, old time for Yancey. Well, we're going to get him out of here.
Clem, we might be able to catch those other two outlaws that robbed the bank if you'll cooperate with us. Will you?
Yes, I'd do just about anything to clear myself with the folks around here, especially Miss Susan.
Good. Now listen closely, because here's what we'll do.
Run these outlaws out. If you ain't going to go.
Here they come.
Run these outlaws out.
All right, let's go.
Get in that cell, Colton. I have to help barricade the door.
Hurry, Lofty. That mob will be here any minute.
Hey, what's going on here?
All right, now you get over here. You two over here. Now I'm getting out of here. Nobody's gonna keep Yancey Colton.
Take me with you, Colton.
No, you just slow me down.
No, I won't. Please, that mob will tear me apart. I've got a hideout. We can go there.
All right, deputy, let him out.
Break that door down.
Here's some horses. Let's steal them.
All right, deputy, now it's our turn. Hey, they're gone.
What happened?
We let them escape to protect them from you, and also to lead us to the others. We have definite proof that the real Yancey Colton is in jail in Kansas.
Hold it. What are you trying to pull?
Get out of the way. I'm in a hurry.
No, you don't. You've gone too far, Miss Oakley. Maybe we'd better handle things from now on.
They're gone, Annie. They rode out toward the South Road.
And you're staying here.
Look, every minute you hold us up, an innocent man's life is in danger. We might lose their trail.
Get back!
Rick, I thought they got you.
They did, but Colton got me out. Took that gun away from that deputy just as pretty as you please, didn't you, Colton?
Yep. Tin stars don't bother me none.
He says he'll throw in with us, Grjngo. What do you say?
I'd be crazy not to want a fast gun like him with me. You serious, Colton?
Might give it a try, mister. Only we'll do things my way.
Oh, sure, Yancey. You're not sore about what I did at the bank.
No, I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, almost as funny as that name you were using, Clemento, too.
It's the best I could think of on the spur of the moment.
Oh, you're off something here. Telegraph message.
That's mine. It's personal.
Colton captured during attempted robbery 1 week ago, being held Kansas City. Why, he's a phony.
Well, I can explain it's all a mistake.
Try to explain this.
And that's for laughing at my name.
On your feet. Come on, get up.
All right, on your feet.
I'm so glad everything worked out this way, Mr. O'Toole. And I hope you'll forgive me for doubting you.
Shucks, man, that's all right.
My apologies too, O'Toole. And I hope you'll accept my offer to work in the store as a clerk.
Oh, yes, sir, and I sure appreciate it. And I want to thank you ladies for believing in me. Most of the time.
Well, that's just woman's intuition, Clem. You know, we can tell all about a person just by looking at them.
Sure. It's just a matter of intelligence.
Gosh, Lofty, why are women so smart?
It's a myth, Tagg. Just like that intuition business.
Lofty Craig.
Oh, come on now, Annie. You know it's true. Take my face. What can you tell just by looking at it?